What's up, graphic designers? In yesterday's class, we learned how to use the clone stamp tool, which we'll recall is a cool way to eliminate unwanted objects. So for example, maybe we want to eliminate this hand because Levi, that's a little bit weird. In fact, maybe we want to take this one step further, and here is a little secret, guys. I didn't use the clone stamp tool to eliminate Levi. Instead, I used something called the content aware function. So we're going to talk about that right now, how it works, and why it's so convenient. So speaking of Levi, we got this cool photo of him rocking some lab merch. And so this is what we did yesterday. So yesterday, we're on the background image. We're going to press S for stamp. We're going to hold Option. I'm going to left click. And then we're doing like the origin points defined. And we're going to go along the edge, and we can like really meticulously eliminate all the things we want. But guess what, guys? There's a far easier way to do that. You're excited, I'm excited. To do this, what you're gonna do is select a relevant selection tool. So I'm gonna use the rectangular marquee tool, and I'll zoom in just a tad. And I'm gonna highlight just this area like so. And I'm gonna right click and then select Content Aware Fill. And when we press Content Aware Fill, you'll notice that we've got this little preview window right here. And it's actually drawing from other areas of the image to make like an intelligent guess about what would make the most sense to fill in that space. And I'm going to subtract some of the hat because that's not relevant, right? We just want to pull from what's green, and that is, in this case, the sky. So I'm going to press OK. And that looks amazing. So we could go ahead and more precisely get rid of this edge right here. Here is another example. So in addition to the rectangular marquee, maybe we just want to use the regular lasso tool. So I'm just going to create a quick selection around this division of the panes. We're going to right click. I'm going to select Content Aware Fill. And what I'm going to do now is recognize that it's drawing just from what's green, and that is the skyline, right? And that looks good. And I can see the preview has not a bad rendition, and you know what? You would have never even noticed that the pane was there. And so let's do a few more fun examples. Okay, so Steven didn't submit this, but I know he spent much of today's class eliminating these divisions in the pane. So I'm not going to use the lasso tool, and I'm not going to use the rectangular marquee. Instead, I'm going to use the polygonal lasso. And when we do, what we can do is we'll create a selection just along, like a little bit beyond the perimeter of the edges. And I'm going to zoom in just a tad. And I notice that the Add To selection is selected. And so now when we right click and select Content Aware Fill, and we press OK, you'll notice that, wow, that's gone. And in fact, I did this to a few other elements. This all of a sudden is looking amazing. It looks like there's like no safety barriers there at all. And if you love this image, but you really maybe want to eliminate somebody in the background, this is where this tool really shines. This is where it comes in handy. I'm going to use the lasso tool. I'm going to make sure that I'm on the relevant layer, because when you use the Content Aware Fill, it actually creates a new layer on top of it. So I can see that we're on the relevant layer. I'm going to right click, select Content Aware Fill, and I'm going to press OK. And you know, it doesn't look amazing, but it certainly did some, there's certainly some magic here. And so what we can do now is on this layer, we could use the eyedropper tool, B for brush. I'm going to drop down the size, and we could simply just go like this. And there's so many ways to eliminate unwanted objects. All right. Last but not least, how can we use this in our own projects, and how can we showcase your skills in today's class? So what you're going to do is you're going to unlock the background layer. Nate, unlock the background layer. I'm going to use the magic wand tool. We're going to delete out the green and press Command D to deselect. I'm going to grab this image with Jordan. I'm going to press Command A, Command C, Command V. I'm going to drag it beneath. And then I'm going to press Command T just to shrink it down a tad. So we've got our original image, right? Our original inspiration. And press check to confirm. I'm going to use the rectangular marquee. And I'm going to slice off this image right here. Delete. Command D. And now what I'm going to do, and actually just extend it just a tad. All right. Now what I'm going to do is if you press Command J, it'll duplicate the layer. So I'm going to press Command J, Move tool, and I'm going to shift it over like so. And I'm going to drag it down, and now that looks pretty freaking amazing. So we have two images side by side, juxtaposed. And you guys probably can already imagine the left side is going to be the original image. We're not going to modify that. The right side is what we're going to want to mess around with. I'm going to use just the regular lasso. And you guys want to get as close to the subject as possible. I'm going to right click. I'm going to select Content Aware Fill. And you can see with whatever is green will influence what it looks like right here. So I'm actually going to eliminate what's these guys up here in the rafters, these people in the nosebleeds, because that's influencing what my preview window looks like. And so really what I want here is just the people in the foreground. All right, and to do that again, we can add green with that little plus, right? And we can subtract. So I'm going to add these people, and we're going to subtract with the minus. And this is starting to look much better. I'm going to press OK to confirm. Command D. And you know what? It doesn't look perfect, does it? No. But the lower bowl, I'm not really sure. Like the more expensive seats, if you zoom in, this looks pretty realistic. What I might consider doing right here is on the original layer. I'm going to use the lasso tool again. Make a selection, Command C, Command V, put it on top, and then maybe like shift it over. So we're going to have something that maybe looks a little bit like that, and then we could erase it like so. I can't wait to see what you guys produce, your examples of the content aware function in this spot the difference image. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.